Hello and welcome into the most must-see, most must-listen, most historic video podcast to grace your screen and or speaker source sound system. I am your undisputed Ace in the Hole Predictions champion. And I've got a historic thing to share with you guys that leads to another historic thing coming up here in a couple weeks. So we got big things set in motion that have already happened that I will disclose in a mere minute. Right after you like, follow, and visit all of our socials and leave a comment to become Ace in the Hole Fan Champion of the Week. The last comment was Neil. Am I muted?
No, you're good. We're
Okay.
still here.
Well, bro was pointing. Yeah, I was about to say, bro was pointing at his mic. Our last Ace in the Hole Fan Champion was Neil Emerson. Shout out. He is still the Ace in the Hole Fan Champion. So make sure you leave a comment, become the Ace in the Hole Fan Champion, and hold that title. Just like I'm holding my title, and Eli is holding his title, and Cliff is holding his title, and his other title. All three of us are champions going into this sports predictions parlay episode. And I know what you're thinking. But the town hall, you said AI trivia. The town hall, you said AI trivia. Well, we didn't record last week because of life. What makes you think we have time to deal with the AI? Which we apologize for the week in advance.
Eli, take your ring off. You ain't no sports champion.
I say week in advance, the past week for not being active, I guess. We were not able to upload. We tried several different times, and as something happened every single time, and sometimes you just take your lumps and go on with it. So we apologize for that greatly. But like I was saying, the town hall, the AI. Well, I'm not going to lie. We don't have the time to deal with the AI. The AI can be quite troublesome sometimes, and plus I cut a deal with these two, per se. So coming up on September 20th is AEW All Out and WWE WrestlePalooza. That has the potential to be a mega card. But we looked and there's not really, we could do a third show, but there's not really one worthy of being picked. We could do a GCW show if we really want to, but we're not going to force it. So I cut him a deal. WWE is going head to head with AEW for the first time ever. Premium live event versus pay-per-view, I should say. And what I mean by that is main rosters. So WWE main roster versus AEW main roster for the first time. AEW All Out in Toronto, WWE WrestlePalooza here in Indianapolis. Ace in the Hole correspondent will be there live to watch all the news unfold. Maybe tweet. It didn't happen at the Royal Rumble because, let's be honest, I was a part of the moment and had over a gallon of beer. So my phone was used for taking videos or pictures. It was not used for Twitter. But yeah, so WrestlePalooza, big historic night. So I figured why not do something historic ourselves here on the podcast. We'll have 3 champions for the first time ever, unheard of. But for the first time, we're each going to get a veto. And it's going to be a mega card with possibly only 2 cards to predict because I've technically had enough defenses now to enforce a mega card. And that was the deal cut. If I retain at WrestlePalooza and All Out, a Contenders Cup will be enforced starting that next week at Victory Road, I believe. So with that being said, the 2 other co-champions on the podcast, Eli and Cliff. We will start with Eli. How do you feel?
Well, I'm kicking it old school with the headset microphone. It's I don't like it. I prefer to have my own microphone, but I don't know what the fuck's happening with this. Dad had to use it for a homework assignment, and now it's not wanting to work. And then I had my camera for the laptop working, and that's not wanting to work anymore. So now I have the webcam back. So I'm here, at least. That's something.
You're also a champion.
I'm also a champion. Again, finally.
He doesn't seem very happy about it.
I'm going to say, Cliff, how do you feel defending a title while also holding one?
It feels great being a double champion back on the podcast again. It's been too long since we've had a double champion.
Too
Is
long.
that my fault for not
Been
defending
too
the
long
sports
for
title?
him having a fucking championship.
Or is it Austin's fault for not defending the wrestling title enough? I'll leave that for you guys to decide, but the double champ is here, and dear God, is it long due, long overdue? But that is going to change today, as the sports title is up for grabs. We have a mega parlay. We'll get to that here in a second. It's not the... Listen, maybe.
There was sports happening. You sure were not going for
you guys just forget about it.
You could
forget about it.
You always.
Every time I have it, you guys just forget about it.
We have stated it does not have to be a sports episode for us to do a parlay.
Yes.
My GM, we could have easily had a parlay at the end of it. You didn't do it. Now I'm going to tell you, if I win this, I'm taking it, and I will do parlays on wrestling episodes. I do not care.
Yeah, until he gets it back, and then...
It's coming home
and
with
then it fucking
me.
gets stat padded again.
Yeah, he holds it for another 100 days or some stupid shit.
100 days? Not more like 1,000 at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Eli, that's the energy you're supposed to bring when you're a champion on the podcast. Come on now. You've got a title now. It's just shared with me and Austin, but you have a title. You got to bring the energy.
Yeah, you got to lead this episode because you're a sports champion.
So I'm going to put my third of the ace in the hole sports title down. And we're getting to it. Or do we want to do the recaps first?
Yeah, we need to go ahead and do the wrestling recaps. Get that out of the way first. I don't think Eli has
New Japan. Any wait, we got the tag league coming up, don't we?
No.
Coming up, and I thought it already happened.
What is this?
We have
what is this thing I'm looking at?
We have Shinichi Champion Presents event. We have Battle Line Hokkaido.
Yeah, we got the Road to Destruction tag league.
It's not a tag league. It's a pay-per-view. They do tours into their pay-per-views. And then you have the tag league after. But that's still not till... Give me a second. You
guys want to do something for the
October
tag league
23rd.
Again? So we can try to get it to Eli, and then I'll end up winning it and just keep collecting random shit on the podcast, like the Golden Veto and the Unique Opportunity.
Fuck off.
I say you go ahead and collect your opportunity to do your recap real quick.
Yeah. Since we missed last week, I'm just gonna do the Forbidden Door recap, because the stories afterwards have just kind of been, the Death Riders slowly getting pushed down the card as they're being, trying to be run out of AEW. So on Forbidden Door, we had Paragon as they defeated the Crew and the Don Callis family. GOA and Ricochet defeated Jet Speed and Michael Oku. This is all in the pre-show. The Triangle of Madness defeated Haley Cameron, Chris Statlander, Queen Animata, and Willow. And the Ops defeated Bullet Club War Dogs. And then we got into the main card. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage defeated Kill Switch and Kip Sabian. Kyle Fletcher retained against Hiromu. Mercedes Moné defeated Alex Windsor, Bozilla, and Persephone. Bozilla was the biggest winner of the match, honestly. She came out and wrestled really well. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Nigel McGuinness via sunset flip pin. Brodito are your new AEW World Tag Team Champions. Okada defeated Swerve. Timeless Tony Storm defeated Athena. Hangman defeated MJF. And Team Golden Lovers defeated Team Death Riders in the Lights Out Steel Cage. So yeah, looks like AEW is writing off Will and Swerve and probably Kenny again to, give them some time off and get some fresher stories rolling and all that kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, that's really. Oh, Riho returned tonight on AEW Dynamite, so that's always fun. But yeah, it's really all the major news coming out of AEW on the road to All Out.
And as far as major news coming out of Clash in Paris and going into WrestlePalooza, we have a single match confirmed for WrestlePalooza. And then I will circle back around to WrestlePalooza at the end of my recap. It's called Circular Storytelling. I learned about it in college. Starting out, we have Io Sky versus Stephanie Baker for the vacant Women's World Heavyweight. Is it the Women's World Heavyweight Championship or is it just the Women's World Championship?
I think it's the Women's World.
Okay, the Women's World Championship on Raw. That is the only confirmed match for WrestlePalooza so far. Now, going back to the PLE that just happened in Paris, Clash in Paris. Starting off the night, we had, or day here in Indiana. Roman Reigns defeating Bronson Reed, and then Roman Reigns got jumped after the match, got pretty much written off. That way he could go film whatever he needed to film. After that, the one match we did not predict because it was not on the card. The tag champions, White Six, defeated the Street Profits in a decent match. Street Profits came out dressed in Borderlands gear for the Borderlands game. I will say this, though. Watching Gacy and Loomis, they have become really good in the ring together. It's noticeable, and I think they're deserving of the titles. I know there's a lot of back and forth about whether they deserved it or not. I think they deserve it, and they are fully putting in the work, and it's showing. After that, we had the Intercontinental Women's Championship match with Becky Lynch beating Nikki Bella. By far, probably the most forgettable match of the night. After that, Rusev beat Sheamus in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Actually tapped Sheamus out. That's the only second time Sheamus has ever tapped out in the WWE. Was to Rusev. John Cena beat Logan Paul to continue the retirement tour. Next stop where he wrestles, I do believe, is in Indianapolis. I think he might have 1 or 2 days where he shows up on SmackDown or Raw, but I don't think he will wrestle. I think he just is going to show up, talk, do whatever. Build to WrestlePalooza. And then the final match of the night, the Fatal 4-Way World Heavyweight Championship match for Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight title between CM Punk, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Monday Night Raw, Jey Uso. That's what they're trying to go sell now. And the aforementioned champion Seth Rollins retained with the help of Becky Lynch. Screwed over CM Punk. And yeah, that build would continue into Raw. But that was in the ass end of Raw. Like I said, I'll get to it in the end. Circular storytelling. Beginning Raw, main event Jey Uso, LA Knight. They have a tag match proposed to them by the Vision later in the night, which they accept. The Kabuki Warriors defeated Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez as they continue their slip down the card. However, Finn Balor beat Dragon Lee. Penta and the War Raiders beat New Day and Grayson Waller. No Austin Theory has yet to be seen. Dominic Mysterio beat AJ Styles to retain his Intercontinental title match. More shenanigans with El Grande Americano. Becky Lynch then came out to have words and a lot of slaps with CM Punk, and then this would lead to CM Punk saying that he would make Seth regret her slapping, or hold on. I knew what would be said. I wanted to get it exactly right. Punk informed Lynch that Seth Rollins will regret cashing in on him, and that the man will regret putting her hands on him. All obviously in a build towards AJ Lee coming back at WrestlePalooza, and that is what all the reports are also building to, is AJ Lee coming back at WrestlePalooza. They said the creative is good enough for her. There was actually a handful of things that they pitched to her, and she was really interested in. And this, by far, I guess, is the one that she sees. And to be honest, I know I shit on Becky Lynch a lot, but I think there wouldn't be a bigger match for them to come back. Seth, CM Punk is a feud they've been building. The only way they can add to it more is to make it even more personal by bringing in the families. And Becky Lynch is a testament of the women's division in WWE. I'm not ignorant enough to ignore that or not say that. She is the man. And I feel like, because I saw people saying, why would she come back for that? It's obvious. She is the standing point. That's why Nikki Bella came back and wrestled her. That's why Lyra Valkyria wrestled her. Like, it makes sense for her to come back. And then the tag match at the end of the night, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed beat Jey Uso and LA Knight. And that's it from the WWE going into
Can I say
the
something
build up to WrestlePalooza. And yes, you can.
real quick about AJ Lee? She's the reason we have Tessa Blanchard back in wrestling again. She hired Tessa Blanchard into Women's Wrestling when she was in charge of it. She's the one that brought back Tessa Blanchard into the world of professional wrestling. Had she not, Tessa Blanchard wouldn't be back in TNA, wouldn't be back around in general. Because no company would touch her. But AJ Lee brought her back.
Huh.
Listen, man, all I know is I got a ticket to be there. And hearing that music, it would be crazy. I'm hoping she'll probably show up. Yeah, she'll probably show up in Chicago this Friday.
I was
be
so
cool.
confused.
It'll be cool if they save it until Indianapolis. That'd be really, really, really cool.
You know what they should do? They should have it be Bailey in Chicago, have them beat up Bailey, and then have it be a surprise in Indy. Well, surprise.
Well, I also heard someone say Rhea because that's who he was talking to at the end of Raw or whatever one time after he got jumped. Was Rhea.
Hard
But yeah.
to tell.
Sports time.
Yay.
All right. Well, we're going to start with America's game, baseball. And it's that time of the year where we get to start to talk about who's in, who's out, and what needs to happen for people to get in.
We're good. Philly's good.
Yeah. Phillies are plus 99% to make the playoffs. More than likely will clinch the division, but will not clinch the bye, it looks like.
Mm-mm.
No, you're not going to get the bye this year, Eli. The Brewers are getting the bye.
No,
You're gonna
there's
clinch the
two
division.
buys.
1 and 2 get the bye.
Yeah, they're behind right now. They're behind the Cubs and the Brewers. Well, not
When
the
did
Cubs,
we fall
the
behind?
Dodgers.
No, the one I'm looking at has them ahead.
Oh, well, the one
We're
I'm looking
80
at
and
does not.
59. The Dodgers are 78 and 61.
Hold on.
We are ahead.
Let's figure this out.
The only team doing better than us is the Cubs and the Brewers.
Wait, if the Cubs get in, can they get the bye or no?
Nope. It goes to division leads.
Anyway.
No, yeah, right now they're second. I'm looking at the MLB standings as of right now. The
So
NL
they did
leaders
update it to
are
where 1 and 2 get a bye. It's not just 1 anymore.
Yes.
So
it'll be
one.
Sorry. Oh.
I was just gonna say 1 through 6 for the NL is Milwaukee, Philly, Los Angeles Dodgers, Cubs, Padres, Mets.
Because never mind. They're not long
And
ago
then
tied.
the AL is Toronto, Detroit, Houston, Yankees, Red Sox, and Mariners. 3 AL East teams.
Well, speaking
thought?
of, yeah, don't even get me started on the AL, on all that. We'll break down each division. We'll talk about the wild card standing as well. We'll start in the East. Blue Jays leading the division, Yankees are 3.5 back. The Red Sox 3.5 back. Tampa's 10.5, and Baltimore is 17 games back.
Well, there's
in
half
that
of your
division.
fucking AL playoffs.
Yep. Technically, every team in that division is still playoff eligible, but Baltimore would need a lot of stuff to go right. In the AL Central, the Detroit Tigers have a commanding 10-game lead over the Royals. The Guardians sit 10.5 back, the Twins are 18 back, and the White Sox are 28.5 games back. However, we're not the first team to lose 100 games this year. You'll get to learn that later. Actually, on pace to have a chance to not lose 100 games this year, the Chicago White Sox are. Leading the division right now in the AL West are the Houston Astros. 4 games back is the Seattle Mariners. 5.5 back are the Texas Rangers. 10.5 back are the Angels of Los Angeles. And 13.5 back are the Athletics. Athletics and the Angels are basically locked out of the playoffs. Every other team in that division still has a fighting chance, according to the playoff potential. In the NL East, the Phillies are leading the Mets by 5.5 games. The Marlins are at 15.5 back. The Braves are at 17.5 back. And the Washington Nationals are 24 back. In the Central, this is one of the, weirdly enough, closest divisions in baseball, and I hate it. The Brewers, 86-54. Strong lead in the division. And then you've got the Chicago Cubs, 80 wins. 6 games back, but basically have locked up that first wild card. And you have the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals, 70 wins. The Reds have 70 losses. The Cardinals have 71 losses. Both need a lot to go right to get a wild card. And the Pittsburgh Pirates bring up the rear at 63 wins and 77 losses. Someone trade for Paul Skeens. Please get him out of Pittsburgh. And in the National League West, we have the Dodgers leading the division by 2.5 games over the Padres. The San Francisco Giants are at 71-69. Arizona Diamondbacks are at 70-71. And your Colorado Rockies, the only team mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, sit at 39 wins and 101 losses.
That's fucked up. 101 losses is crazy.
I still say the Pirates just moved to Indiana.
They already have their AAA team here.
I know. Exactly.
So looking at the wild card standings, the top 3 get in, and then after that it's a race or a fight, however you want to view it. In the American League, the Yankees and the Red Sox both are 4.5 games clear in the wild card. The Seattle Mariners are on the bubble with the Texas Rangers 1.5 back, Kansas City Royals 2.5 back, Tampa Bay 2.5 back, Guardians 3 back, and then things start to spread out even more after that. In the National League, the Cubs have basically all but locked up the first wild card. The Padres are second. The Mets are third and are on the bubble. 4 games back are the Giants. 5 games back are the Reds. 5.5 back are both your Diamondbacks and Cardinals. So there is still a lot of baseball left to be played, hopefully, for some of these teams, and some of these other teams want the end of the season to get here already. So yeah, that's kind of where your baseball standings are at this moment. The playoffs are starting to shape up, and dear Lord, does it have a feeling that it's going to be wide open again this year? Because there really is no dominant team this year. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like there is because the Dodgers were supposed to be this year, but they just haven't produced this year. Thank God. So, Eli, how far do you think the Phillies are making it this year?
Got the bye. That's round 2. So round 2.
You think it'll be a one and done as the 1 seed?
Wow. It's Phillies are gonna do what Phillies gonna do. Somebody's going to get, all of our major players are going to get sick, all of our major players are going to get hurt, or it's going to be both. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It happens every year. It fucking sucks. But being a Phillies and a Giants fan, I'm used to it at this point. I no longer have Daniel Jones, so you guys get to deal with that now, but
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get to that. But looking at how many games are left in the season, looks like there's anywhere from 20 to 25, depending team to team, of
Reds got a
games left in the
chance.
season. So everything's still open. Teams can get hot, teams can get cold. It's pretty open.
Don't let the Mets know that.
I'm letting
Don't let
The
the
Mets
know
are the
that.
first ones out, so yeah, let the
I'm
Mets
letting
know
the
that.
New York Mets
Because
know.
we play the Mets next series, so let the Mets
Yeah.
know that.
That series is
Yeah,
going to be
but-
crucial.
the Mets are only 6 games back from us, so if the Mets win, continue winning, and we start losing, we lose number 1.
Yes,
No,
you do.
we want the Mets to lose because we are
Yeah,
playing.
we want
the
to beat.
Mets.
We want to beat the Mets
So
because
just
we need to leapfrog them.
Let the Mets think that the season's over. Let them think that there's
Exactly.
nothing in the game.
Yeah, let them know. Let them know the season's over.
It's done. Let the Reds have a chance.
Austin, how many baseball games you get to this year?
2, I think.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, I want to say 2. So I went at the very beginning when I went to go see Shohei.
Well, here's the big question: do you think we'll finally be able to break 500 as a ball club this year, Austin? We're 70-70 right now, so we're still pretty mid. But do you think we'll be able to finish positive?
Be close. It'll be a close call. I truthfully, I want to say yes, being a hopeful, but I don't want to. I want to say we can win and we can get hot and make the playoffs and be a first or second round exit. That'd be cool, but I don't know. It all depends on how the Reds That's the issue. I can sit here and say yes or no, but you never fucking know with the Reds.
That is sadly incredibly true. So
unfortunately,
just gotta hope we
Give
win
you a
more than we
for-sure
lose
answer.
for the next 22 games because they have 22
I
left.
just want to sweep because our final 4 series are against all 4 division opponents. So all I want to do is sweep the Brewers, sweep the Cubs, and sweep the Mets. I don't care about the other games. If we win those series, if we sweep those series, we should make the playoffs. Because I think they already played the Padres, or they're playing the Padres right now.
No, we're playing.
No, they're playing the
Blue
Blue
Jays
Jays right now. They play the
'Cause-
Padres, or they might be playing the Padres soon, and that could be interesting because we would play 4 of 6 playoff teams in the final weeks of the season. So it'll be interesting to see how all this pans out. Especially, in the NL. The AL, maybe not so much.
Well, the AL doesn't feel as close in the AL.
It never does.
Yeah. Well, when the Central is the Central, you've got your number 1, 2, and 3 going to make the playoffs every year at least.
You mean East?
Yeah, East. My bad. I thought, yeah.
It is the East, right? The Yankees,
I think so, yeah.
Red Sox,
Yankees, Red Sox, yeah.
Toronto,
yeah,
Baltimore.
So,
and they're all on the same side of the bracket if it started today. Because the Red Sox, Yankees would play each other, and then the winner of that, I believe, would play the fucking Blue Jays.
Yeah, it'd be very division-focused.
Yeah, so it would be literally AL Central all the way to the ALCS.
So I think we're going to pivot into college football now. Eli, do you have any takeaways from week 1?
I learned Carson Beck is on the Hurricanes.
Yeah, homie declared for the draft, undeclared, transferred.
Yeah, forgot about that. Made the Notre Dame game even better, didn't it?
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was close
at
to
least-
the end.
It was a back-to-back game.
Yeah, it was.
I
was
watched
close.
about halfway through, and then Hulu decided that it wasn't going to let me watch the game anymore. It straight up would not load the game. What is up with the FCS? I made this comment to you guys the other week when we were playing games that there's an FCS conference that is... No, it was when we went bowling. There's the FCS conference that is labeled as an FBS, but it plays specifically in the FCS, and it's the Patriots Conference, or the Patriots Division.
Isn't that the one that Dayton's in?
I don't know who else in it, but it's like the Patriots League or something like that. But it's been labeled as an FBS, but it's an FCS. And we've had a lot more FCS schools moving to FBS, and we've had a lot more FCS teams getting played against FBS teams. I don't understand what's happening here. I'm enjoying FCS games. I'm enjoying FCS games more than I'm enjoying FBS games, to be honest with you. Then NDSU, give me a game. Love it. Awesome. Fucking great game. Give me fucking Texas, and I'm gonna cry myself to sleep because I can't stand Texas. But I'm just confused on where... I know it's not new college football playing FCS and everything, but I don't think we've had week after week FBS FCS. Unless I'm wrong.
It has been consistently for the past few years. The first handful, I'd say about the first 3 weeks, are each team's kind of cupcake, and then they have like maybe one or two at the end of the year that aren't.
Like when Ball State got passed around the SEC.
Yeah. I mean, they play Auburn next week.
And fucking don't even get me started on that. Purdue, shut the fuck up. You beat fucking Ball State. You beat a MAC school. Shut the fuck up. You didn't do fucking shit. Fucking everybody going around acting like they did something. You didn't do fucking shit. You beat a fucking baby holding candy.
I'm gonna go through and read off some of the notable results that I found interesting. We had our game in Ireland as Iowa State beat Kansas State. So that was technically the kickoff game this year. South Florida upset Boise State, and with it being that lopsided, can we go back and give Genty the Heisman, please? Because Boise State doesn't look like they know how to play football anymore now that he's not there. So, Illinois, Illinois doing Illinois things. Ohio State, Texas is supposed to be this big matchup, high-powered, 14-7. Arch Manning shit the bed. Give him a couple weeks, give him settle in. I know he'll be fine. But
I'm tired of people acting like this isn't the 1 and 3 teams in the nation. Like, these aren't the two of the best teams in college football. I'm tired of people acting like Arch Manning was going out there and playing Middle Ohio State University or some fucking D3 school.
Hanover or some shit like that.
Yeah, this was one of the best schools in the entire nation. It's okay.
Yeah. Give him a couple weeks. It was his first real big opponent. He'll be fine. He'll bounce back, and they may see each other again in the playoff. But he just first real game got to him. I'm just surprised it ended 14-7 and wasn't like, some runaway game.
So it turns out, sorry, I know this isn't a wrestling episode, but I think if this is true, Tony Khan put out a tweet saying that All Out's going to start at 3 p.m. So they are not going head to head. So like the ass end of All Out should butt right up against the beginning of, unless it's like another fucking 8-hour show or something, which it could be. But if it's around that 4-ish hour, WrestlePalooza starts at 7.
Yeah. It was announced tonight.
So
And
they're
then
on the
he
same
ran out of
day,
the building. Like he straight like books it out of the building.
well, it's funny. WrestlePalooza starts at 2 p.m. now, guys.
That would be fucking insane. Or they make it NXT pay-per-view to put at that time slot.
That'd be cool. I would not mind another pay-per-view put in front of, as long as it's included with my ticket. Give me all the wrestling.
Fucking what could they stick there?
They could just move No Mercy up.
Move No Mercy up. No, they're gonna make what's an old WWE pay-per-view they could do? What WWF pay-per-view they could do? NXT Cyber Saturday.
No, it would have to be. I'd say they have to recycle an ECW one.
But see, they don't have Brawl for All.
No, they could do Barely Legal.
I was going
That's
through.
a hell. Oh no. I guess we'll have to talk about that next week on the wrestling show.
I also want to talk about this Holy Cross Northern Illinois game. I was
Well,
scrolling
I was
through.
going to bring up the
Yep.
LSU Clemson game. I watched the end of it, and it was classic Brian Kelly.
Well,
I
watched
go
that
ahead.
entire game, and I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it! Like, LSU is one of the SEC teams I don't mind. Being a Georgia fan, I know I'm not supposed to like really say that, but listen,
You know who doesn't
LSU,
miss
I can
it?
respect
don't mind it.
LSU. That's the thing.
I don't mind it, but I'm not a Brian Kelly fan at all.
You know who doesn't
I
miss
felt
Kelly?
very conflicted during that game.
Notre Dame fans. We don't miss Kelly.
It
We don't
felt
miss
like
him at
I
all.
was watching a mid 2010s Notre Dame game. I could see the script.
I fucking know. Okay,
It was.
I fucking know.
It was. I was at work. I was getting ready to leave. I looked up, and it was on that last drive where Clemson was driving, and they were going for it on fourth down, and Kelly blew the timeout. I'm like, oh dear God, I'm getting Michigan flashbacks all over again. And I walked away, and one of my guys was like, hey, where are you going? I'm like, listen, they're either going to convert Notre Dame, Michigan.
Oh,
Listen, man, they're either going to convert and win the game, or LSU's getting the stop here, and it's over. Like, those are the two outcomes here. He's like, no, there's like a minute 30 left. I'm like, no, I've seen this script before.
Every game.
I've watched this movie before, man.
Every game.
But you want to talk about the Holy Cross game because that was crazy.
well, I just wanted to. I was scrolling through ESPN. We were looking. It was late. Saturday, I think, or it was like that middle of the day slot. There was fucking nothing on, and we ended up turning that game on, and they it was two 20 to 40 yard passes from Holy Cross. Like, it was crazy. They came out of halftime because that's kind of when we tuned in at halftime because it was low scoring. It was like 7-0, 3-0 at halftime or whatever, and it ended up being 17-19 at the end. But they came out and it was like kickoff return, like 40-yard touchdown pass, followed up by another kickoff return. It was very back and forth for MAC, future Mountain West team, and Holy Cross University.
That does, however, bring me to the next thing. I will be smiling as I watch the downfall of the University of Alabama. We smile as we watch this happen. Florida State, the joke of the ACC last year, trounced Alabama.
I've seen people comparing Kalen DeBoer to Saddam Hussein, so take that as you will.
Oh, it feels good. Really good. Florida State won 31-17. And UL Monroe has the chance to do the funniest thing next week as they play Alabama. Other scores of note, North Dakota, not North Dakota State, North Dakota took 17th ranked Kansas State to the wire. So that's FCS North Dakota, not D2 North Dakota State. That's just normal North Dakota. They beat them by a last-second field goal. So really fun to watch that. IU beat Old Dominion 27-14. Mendoza came out a little shaky in the first quarter and then just decided he remembered how to play football. And then we had Miami, Notre Dame. You know how that is. Catholics versus Cons, and the Cons got away with one, 27-24. And Chapel Bill gave up the most points in UNC history on Monday Night Football.
I am so glad you brought that up because I actually just saw something really cool. At TCU, they have the first ever snow room. It's maintained at a 12-degree Fahrenheit temperature, and it's what they use in the Himalayas to create snow when they don't have any. And it's a single room that they have, and it's kind of cool. The phrase that they have, like on the outside of the wall in like purple neon. I can't remember who posted it. You probably go to TCU; they have it on their Instagram. That's where I saw it was Instagram. I don't think I sent it to you guys, but the quote says something like, "Fight them till hell, like give them hell till hell freezes over, then fight them on the ice or whatever." And then on the door it says, "Then fight them on the ice." And you open it up and there's like full on snow and ice and rocks in the room and shit. Like you're supposed to go in there and it's a new form of, I say new form of therapy, but it's just an ice bath pretty much.
So I looked up TCU on Instagram, like you said, and apparently there's something going around that the TCU starting quarterback is a furry.
Yeah.
He is. That's
So
confirmed.
I've not
That's
made
fully
any
confirmed.
comments to you. You looked at me in Austin and said, "I don't want to hear no more TCU slander. I don't want to hear anything. They got their act together. They got their shit." What the fuck you talking about, Cliff?
What do you mean? They got their act together.
We didn't have to slander them.
I really want to find the snow room thing because that sounds badass.
I can't remember where I saw it. Like I just saw it.
If I had the ability to do that in my house,
it's right
I
here.
would.
Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, and it is that quote.
Okay, so Eli, what I know exactly what you're talking about with the college football conferences, and I didn't want to speak up earlier without being right. And this is what it is. So they have FBS, which is D1 1A.
Mhm.
They have FBS FCS, which is D1 AA. It's D1 level, but it's not the big schools. Like it's the bridge between D2 and D1. So that's what that is. Because that Patriot League, who were you talking about?
It was just the Patriot League in general.
Well, yeah, that's where Holy Cross plays. That's a league that they play in. And another league, like that's where the Ivy League is the FCS level. And the other one I was looking at was the Southland Conference, which has Southeastern Louisiana, Nichols State, McNeese. So it's a different level of D1, if that makes sense. Because it goes FBS, FCS, D2, D3. So yeah.
I sent that snow room thing in the Instagram because that's really cool. I'm glad you brought that up because I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, I just saw it like earlier as I was scrolling through.
I do not like that the song that just played on Spotify sent the sound through this headphone and shot it to the other one. That just fucked with my head really bad.
We also do have a new ranking since we did have week 1 go by. I'll jump through those really quick. I would go through and read some of the marquee matchups, but I got a feeling we're going to see some of those later.
Not for me. I can guarantee you that.
We'll do the AP top 25 because we're an AP podcast, not a coaches poll podcast.
Shut the fuck
AP
up.
has Ohio State at 1, Penn State at 2, LSU at 3, the Georgia Bulldogs at 4, University of Miami at 5, Oregon at 6, Texas at 7, Clemson at 8, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish at 9, South Carolina Gamecocks at 10, the Fighting Illini at 11, Arizona State at 12, the Florida Gators at 13, Florida State from not ranked all the way up to 14.
And if it ended today, that's where it'd be.
Yeah.
Well, I also think that's just a symptom of Alabama being grossly overranked.
Yeah.
Especially after
Agreed.
last year.
Agreed. Michigan's 15th. Iowa State shot up to 16th. SMU is at 17. 18, you got Oklahoma. 19, Texas A&M. 20, you've got Ole Miss. Alabama fell to 21.
Woo!
Tennessee climbed to 22. Indiana is sitting there at 23. Texas Tech at 24. And rounding out your top 25 of the AP poll is Utah.
See,
Indiana fell 3 with winning, so what that tells
They
me
did.
is that they were very unimpressive in their win.
I mean,
up until
first
half,
quarter was-
it was a fucking close game.
it was
Oh, I
like the
know.
first quarter, Eli.
And then after half, it just...
The coaches poll looks pretty much the same. Ohio State, Penn State, Georgia, LSU switched. Oregon's at 5, Texas is at 6, Miami 7, Clemson 8, Notre Dame 9, Arizona State
See-
10, South Carolina 11, Illinois 12, Michigan's 13, Ole Miss is 14, Florida's 15, SMU at 16, Tennessee is at 17, 18 is Iowa State, 19 is Florida State, Alabama at 20, IU at 21, Texas A&M at 22, Texas Tech at 23, Oklahoma 24, and 25 is actually BYU, according to the coaches poll.
Yeah, the big difference there is Florida State, Alabama. Florida State at 19 and Alabama at 20.
I'm going to state this as a Notre Dame fan. Alabama got dropped because of how they lost in the differential in score. Was the Notre Dame Hurricane game close? Yes. Field goal decided it. Do I think Notre Dame needs to be at number 9? Fuck no.
You think that's too high?
I would at least put them down to...
I didn't know the Citadel was still fielded.
Maybe where Arizona State's at. I would probably have them top 12. Maybe. Because Notre Dame's one of the schools that they're not just going to drop out of the top 25 unless they absolutely have to. But do I think we need to be sitting at number 9? It was a close game, but we still fucking lost. We still probably should be down a bit more. Alabama fucking lost, and while it was a bigger deficit, they went down to 21. I'm a person that you win, you move up, you lose, you move down. I know that's not how it works. They do the strength of schedule. They do how much you lost by and stuff like that. I don't think Notre Dame right now at 9 is where they should be, if that makes sense. I would probably drop them down at least the 12.
I agree. I think they should have moved a little more. But you want to know rankings you have absolutely zero say-so over?
A lot of.
The FCS and D2 college football rankings, which go a little something like this. The FCS rankings, the only reason I'm doing this is because we did it last time we did college football. So FCS, which I was just talking about, that different division of D1, that D1 AA, goes a little something like this. North Dakota State is your unanimous, well, not unanimous. There's one person that voted elsewise. North Dakota State is 1. South Dakota State is 2. No one voted for them to be 1. Number 3, 2-0 Tarleton State had a vote to be number 1 because they beat Army. One of their wins came over Army.
Army paid $500,000 for that.
There's also a tie, I guess, at 3 because Montana State is also 3. UC Davis is 5. South Dakota State 6. 7 is Illinois State. Rhode Island 8. Incarnate Word at 9. Montana 0-0. Montana, mind you, is at 10. Idaho at 11. 0-0 Villanova at 12. Lehigh University or I don't know. Lehigh. That's probably how it is. Lehigh University at 13. Jackson State at 14. Southern Illinois at 15. Sacramento State at 16. Abilene Christian College or University. Apologies. University. 17. Monmouth at 18. Northern Arizona at 19. Tennessee Tech at 20. Mercer at 21. North Dakota. I about said North Dakota State. North Dakota State's 1. Just North Dakota, 22. Stephen F. Austin at 23. Eastern Tennessee State at 24. And we have another tie at 25 between Nichols and Western Carolina. And your D2 coaches poll goes as follows. And I guess the FCS was also just a coaches poll. But the FCS, God damn it, the AFCA Division II coaches poll. Jesus Christ. Ferris State is at 1, the unanimous number 1, 31 votes. Number 1 for Ferris State. Harding University, number 2. Grand Valley State at 3. Close favorite, Rock, Slippery Rock at 4. I'm a personal fan of Rolling Rock. 5, you got Colorado State Pueblo. 6, you got West Florida. 7, you got Kutztown. 8th, you got Minnesota State Mankato, however you. Nah. Western Colorado at 9, Angeles State at 10, Valdosta State at 11, University of Charleston, West Virginia at 12, Pittsburgh State at 13, California, University of Pittsburgh, I think, 14, California, Pennsylvania, 14, 0-0, also slippery. Oh, I guess a lot of these teams haven't played. A lot of these teams are actually 0-0, so I guess these are also some preseason rankings as well. Ouachita Baptist at 15, Virginia Union at 16, Indianapolis University or University of Indianapolis at 17. The Greyhounds, 18, Central Washington, 19, Central Oklahoma, 20, Augustana University, 21, UT Permian Basin, 22, Delta State, 23, Ashland, 24, Lenore-Rhine, and 25, West Alabama. Yeah. Anything else for college football?
I don't think there's anything for college football, but we have something to talk about this year. We recently had our fantasy draft, and
I feel
honestly,
good about it.
I feel like Eli had a better draft than me this year, but I also decided to not take myself so seriously this year. So
yeah,
I don't want to
didn't
finish
draft
bottom
a QB
3
at all. I didn't draft a QB, and I got one of the better QBs in the league, actually. I believe that.
Better ones. Who'd you end up with?
Sam Darnold.
Oh. There's no offensive line there.
Yeah. He's used to that. Remember when he was seeing ghosts in New York?
I do. Yeah.
Don't mind me.
I implemented the no wide receiver taken until the 10th round strat. So that's how I ended up with both Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes on my team, with Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, and DeAndre Swift. So with Kyle Pitts as well, because that's the only tight end that would work for the way I was drafting. God damn it! This is the year. God damn it! This is the year Kyle Pitts finally breaks out.
I don't know. I feel pretty decent about my team.
I have a pretty good team. I'm only
like I said before I drafted. Who's ready to lose to me in the toilet bowl this year?
Cliff messaged me, said I'm about ready to do something devious, and then didn't explain anything else. I sent him a question mark.
Took
and that
2
was
quarterbacks in the first 4 rounds.
My starting lineup.
I'll already say quarterbacks went pretty quick in our fantasy draft, and
I did.
As soon as my main and backup quarterback got taken by round like 3 or 4, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not taking a quarterback at all, because fuck.
Well, it also didn't help that Goff got taken by the guy literally in front of you.
Round 4.
And he also took the other quarterback I wanted, named Bo Nix.
Yeah, I wanted Bo Nix too, but
Bo Nix is about to have a pop-off year, let's be honest.
So if I trade Justin Herbert for Bo Nix...
League, so...
Oh, did you end up with Bo Nix in that one?
In my Dynasty League, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're in there, too.
Yeah.
No. I got a good starting lineup.
Bo Nix is my quarterback of the future.
With Purdy and Barkley and Johnson and McConkey and Smith and Kelsey and Cup and Godet and Butker and the Patriots defense.
We'll talk
My
about
backups
fantasy
suck,
football.
but
I think it's time to talk about NFL football.
we didn't even ask how many leagues I'm doing.
Oh,
I
well,
thought
we
you said
know
you were
the
cutting
number's
back
been
this
dwindling. Yeah.
Yeah, you said you were cutting back this year.
So I have
Eli,
6
did
on
you not
NFL
cut back
Fantasy.
this year? Okay.
I have 2 on ESPN, and I
8.
have a sleeper 1.
So 9. You cut back
I'm on
this year,
9.
yeah.
I'm not doing 40 again. Fuck no. No. That became
What's the
impossible.
point of that?
That became impossible to keep up with. I tried it. I won over half of them. So I
Didn't win the ones that mattered.
But I did not win the ones that mattered. I'm so pissed off the NFL Fantasy app got rid of their locker. Because I would insert where all my trophies I had from there because of how many fucking wins I have on that app. I win majority of the
There
seasons
still
I have.
should be a way you can go back and look.
Not that I've been able to find.
But the NFL season starts tonight. As this is uploaded, as the day this is uploaded. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. That is that day.
It's Thursday. Kicks off with Cowboys, Eagles, and then Friday's Chargers, Chiefs, and then the 1 p.m. slot Sunday, September 7th. Indianapolis Colts, Miami Dolphins, Steelers, Jets, Panthers, Jags, Cardinals, Saints, Bucks, Falcons, Giants, and Commanders, Bengals versus Browns, and the Raiders versus the Patriots. The 4:05 p.m. slot, you got the 49ers, Seahawks, Titans, Broncos. 4:25, you got Lions, Packers, Texans, Rams. And then Sunday night football, the 2 matchups you got are the Ravens, Bills, Bears, Vikings. One at 8:15, one at 8:20. And then that's week 1.
No Monday night, week 1? Oh, because it's Friday night.
Yeah. And obviously the standings have not changed because they haven't started yet. But we can talk about power rankings. And as far as the power rankings go, you're going to see one of the number 1 team as far as the NFL power rankings is concerned, the Philadelphia Eagles in action tonight. The Baltimore Ravens are 2nd, Bills 3, Chiefs 4, Lions 5, Packers 6 after that Micah Parsons trade. Green Bay up to at 6.
And just for him to have been hurt all along.
It is what it is, yes. Tampa Bay at 7, which is crazy. Washington at 8. They fell down to 8. Denver at 9. Cincinnati at 10. LA at 11. Minnesota at 12. Houston at 13. LA Chargers at 14. San Fran at 15. Pittsburgh at 16. The Arizona Cardinals at 17. Chicago Bears at 18. Seattle Seahawks at 19. And 20th is the Falcons. Cowboys 21. Patriots 22. Jacksonville Jaguars 23. Dolphins at 24. Vegas Raiders at 25. Tennessee Titans at 26. New York Giants at 27. Our Indianapolis Colts come in at 28. Panthers at 29. Jets at 30. Cleveland Browns at 31. And Spencer Rattler led New Orleans Saints 32. That's your power rankings. After that, we got motorsports, right, Cliff?
Yeah, we do. We've got a lot to talk
happenings
about.
in motorsports. And then after that, is it our parlay?
Yeah. So dear fuck. The world of motorsport is heated up as NASCAR is officially into their playoffs. That shit-ass system, but we still have to talk about it anyway. IndyCar silly season is in full swing as well. And Formula 1 is winding down, actually. They're coming more to a close than they are, as the top of the leaderboards are starting to pull away. So, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about IndyCar. I'm going to adopt it as my series because IndyCar is a hell more popular, and I don't have 4 hours to devote to a NASCAR race. A lot of news happened in the last 48 hours. Will Power out at Penske, but don't worry, he'll find another job within 48 hours. There was 2 IndyCar championships, 1 Indy 500, and 47 poles with Will Power and Penske working together. They were a force to be reckoned with, always either at the front or near the front. Penske decided to let him go. Rumor has it's for David Malukas. Rinus VeeKay is also a free agent driver right now. I don't see him going to Penske, but it's a silly season. You never know. Colton Herta is leaving the sport of IndyCar to go be the test driver for the new Cadillac Formula One team that is going to be based out of Fishers, Indiana. So most of the IndyCar drivers live either in or around Indianapolis, Indiana, so that's not going to be too far of a drive for Colton. And we will have some American representation back on the grid in Formula One. We'll talk about Formula One here in a bit. They moved the Canada race to a completely different circuit. I don't know much about it. I saw that it happened. So have to wait and see how that plays out. And Will Power is now employed again. He is employed by Andretti Global. So he will be driving for Colton Herta. More than likely. I doubt he'll be in the 26, but he'll be in that car, and I'll probably change the number. So, in the last 48 hours, Will Power was let go. Colton Herta left the sport. Rinus VeeKay left Dale Coyne. They changed and added a race in Canada. And Will Power got re-signed to Andretti Global. And this is only 48 hours of what's happened in IndyCar off-season. Because it ended Sunday. And all this has happened right after the season ended. So, I'm going to be here for a long off-season. And there's even more rumors about somebody else trying to do the double this year or making a spot start in that 4th McLaren car for the Indy 500. The running leader is Sebastian Vettel coming over and making the start in the 4th McLaren car for the 500. And if it's Sebastian Vettel, you will not be able to pry me away from that track in the month of May because I fucking love Sebastian Vettel. Talking about Sebastian Vettel, Formula One Red Bull standout. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Formula One. As the standings are as follows. Oscar Piastri is in the lead and has a pretty dominant 39 point lead over his teammate Lando Norris, and over 100-point lead on Max Verstappen, who is in 3rd of the driver standings. The rest of the standings are as follows. George Russell, Charles Leclerc in 5th, Lewis Hamilton in 6th, Kimi Antonelli, the 19-year-old Italian, is in 7th. Alexander Albon in the Williams is in 8th. Nico Hülkenberg is 9th. Isaac Hadjar is 10th. Lance Stroll is 11th, followed by Fernando Alonso in 12th. Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly are 13th and 14th. Liam Lawson is 15th. Ollie Behrman is 16th in the Haas. Carlos Sainz is 17th. Also driving for the Williams this year. Gabriel Bortello is 18th. Yuki Tsunoda is 19th. And Colapinto is 20th. And Jack Doohan is 21st. It's a 20-man series. Doohan was replaced by Colapinto at the Italian Grand Prix. There is 5, 6, 9 races left, and if your name isn't Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, or Max Verstappen, you are not mathematically eligible, to win the Drivers' Championship at this point. And let's be honest, if your name isn't Lando Norris or Oscar Piastri, you don't have a chance, even if you are Max Verstappen. Your constructors' standings are a little bit different. McLaren has a dominant lead. They're going to bring home the constructors this year no matter what. Ferrari is second. Mercedes is third. Red Bull is fourth. Williams is fifth. Sixth is Aston Martin. Seventh is the Racing Bulls team. Eighth is Sauber. Ninth is Haas. And 10th is Alpine. So, a couple of surprises there. Williams taking the jump to fifth in the constructors is not something anybody assumed would happen this year, especially after, years upon years of just being the Mercedes feeder team. It is the second Italian Grand Prix. This one is presented by Pirelli, and I do believe that's in 2 or 3 weeks. And then we have Azerbaijan. There's the race in Singapore. Then we have the MSC Cruise United States Grand Prix, which I do believe is at COTA. The Mexico City Grand Prix, Brazil, Las Vegas, Qatar, and the Arab Emirates. This is where they'll be ending the season. There are talks around the world of Formula One that Hockenheim may be attempting to get back on the calendar. So, we'll have to wait and see on that. Back across the pond into America, we'll talk about NASCAR real quick because.
Ready to say, I got all that shit pulled up real quick if you want me to.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going into the
playoffs.
Yeah, middle of the round of 16. Last week was the Cookout Southern 500, won by Chase Briscoe,
baby, Indiana boy.
Firm lead in the playoffs, being the only playoff driver to have won a race. He's automatically advancing to the next round. Right after him is Denny Hamlin. We got Kyle Larson, Mr. Double Man, Fail Man. Tyler Reddick and 4. Sorry. Sometimes I read ahead and shit just kind of comes out. Bubba Wallace in 5. William Byron at 6.
Byron.
Well, we got Byron, Blaney, Chastain, Cindric, Bell. Like, we got 2 B names, 2 C names. All right.
And then Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah. Anyway, we got William Byron at 6, Ryan Blaney at 7, Ross Chastain at 8, Austin Cindric at 9, Christopher Bell at 10, Chase Elliott at 11, Shane Van Gisbergen at 12. And then after
made the playoffs in his first full year.
He's also above the cut line right now. Because below the cut line, we have 4 people, including a former NASCAR champion, Joey Logano, at 13. He's only 3 behind those, so there's a solid chance he does end up making the playoffs. Austin Dillon at 14, Alex Bowman at 15, and Josh Berry in the 21 at 16.
You want to hear something crazy? If SVG can find a way to skate into the round of 12 still in the playoffs, that means he is in the playoffs at the Roval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, round of 8, they go to Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville.
And he's been pretty decent at the super speedways this year, so
it'll be interesting to see how he plays out. But yeah, looking at the schedule, they're at a Worldwide Technology Raceway in Illinois this upcoming weekend, the 7th, and then you got the 500-lap Bristol night race to round out the round of 16. Round of 12, you got them going to New Hampshire and then Kansas to finish round of 12 to go back to Charlotte at the Roval, like Cliff just said. Round of 8, Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville, like I just said, and then the championship race is at Phoenix Raceway in Avondale, Arizona.
I do have the percentage of my wins on the NFL Fantasy app itself. Had I won one more league last year, I'd be at 71%. I'm at 67.8%.
Wow.
I'm 19 out of 28. I have played 28 different leagues altogether, minus this season.
I think we are. I think it's parlay time.
Am I first?
I'll go. No, we don't have to go in order. I'll go
we
first.
Can go in order.
I have 5 that I have to produce, Eli.
Exactly. Let's go in order.
I can't pull 5 out of my ass back to back, so we're gonna take our time.
I got a good one.
So I'll go first. Sports champion. I get to do shit like that. So our very first one is going to be very simple. We've got Miami coming to Indianapolis to take on Danny Dimes and the Indianapolis Colts.
Who's picking first?
I introduced it, so I think the old rule was if you introduced it, you had to pick first.
Is that it?
I want to say that was. It's been a minute. So
well, yeah, you're the one that has not defended it. So
I'm gonna take Indianapolis here.
Have to go to the Indy 500 to find the last time it was defended.
I'm taking Indy here. It's at home.
is that really the last time it was defended? Was the 500?
I'm
shot.
pretty sure.
That's fucked.
Give me a
up.
second.
May.
I held it from Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Nope, March
It's
Madness.
Didn't defend it once.
March Madness?
No. We did it for the 500.
No, Indy
We do it for the
500. It is
500
Indy
every year.
500.
Yeah, Memorial Day to Labor Day. Didn't defend it once.
We need to work on that. That's
And then we did a
crazy.
town hall saying, yeah, we're only going to have a 2-month span. And that 2-month span went...
How long ago was the town hall, though?
2
Give me a
months
second.
ago.
May 28th. Episode after Indy 500.
3 months ago.
We need to get our
Well,
shit
now
in
that
check.
sports season, we're through the sports drought of the summer, so
We need to start coming up with stuff then. Or substitute that out for a more universal title or some shit.
We could do more shit. We have draft ideas. We have sports games.
Well, the issue
Backyard
is we
baseball's
also
a thing now.
we also consistently have to do predictions for wrestling. That's something
Yeah,
we'll discuss.
we got-
we'll discuss.
we gotta
we've got other
work on
time
that
for
too.
this.
Anyway, who's next? Eli, who you got?
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that one. Oh, stat pad. You can't just fucking put that on the document and act like that didn't just get fucking put on there. Give me Miami. Fuck you, Cliff.
Huh?
I went ahead and wrote something else down to give you guys time to.
I thought that already happened.
No, it's 2 weeks away.
All right, I'm taking the Colts just because.
Eli, go ahead. What's one of your two?
Oh, yeah. This thing. South Dakota State versus Montana
Jesus
State.
Why did you? Okay, that is the worst way to do that, but okay.
Fuck off.
And you have to go first.
Give me South Dakota State.
I'm also taking South Dakota State here.
Montana State might be able to pull a little bit, but if I look this
I'm
up, is
taking South Dakota State?
it actually going to pop up?
What if you type that in?
Yeah,
Yes.
it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just looking for an entry list right now.
There's not. You're
Just
not
look
gonna
up-
find one.
You just look up
Fucking
the sprint, the USAC sprint, and then
Yeah.
just go from there. That's all I'm doing.
Didn't we do this during the Indy 500 and none of our people show up?
We did see that's what I thought, but we did something different. He
We
just
didn't
corrected
do
me.
a USAC event.
wasn't
This
this,
is a USAC
But
event.
we did sprint, and we looked up
Yeah, we
sprint
did.
car drivers, and none of our fucking people showed up.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Okay. Austin, let's
Alrighty.
go.
No, I'll go. I'll go because I have fucking 5. So I've got James Madison taking on Louisville.
Are you fucking kidding me? You didn't even go for that. Oh. I know my
And
pick.
I'm
what?
giving you guys time to look it up.
I've got my pick.
And I am taking James Madison.
Taking Louisville. Oh, I misspelled Louisville. There's Louisville.
Don't you dare say it like that.
Louisville?
That is wrong and incorrect. I have worked in Kentucky long enough that is a fight or flight response, God damn it.
Like New Orleans?
Oh my.
You want to
I'm
go
taking
to
Louisville.
Louisville and then New Orleans?
Austin, you can go ahead and go with one of your 2.
Yeah, so I've got 2 of the worst fucking options you could probably pick.
Oh dear God.
But I will leave it up to you guys, and I
Is
will
it
just be
cricket
straight
again?
up. I'll be straight up. One of them is cricket.
Oh dear God.
Cricket!
And
Again!
the other one is a sport I don't think we have done yet on here.
Alright, let's
do
save that one
cricket
for
first.
last.
Let's save the other one for last.
Well,
Let's do the cricket
no,
first.
I was going to give you the offer of we can do one or the other of these, and then I can do the NASCAR race, or we can do just both of these.
I think we just do
I want
both
to
of
do both
these.
of those.
'Cause
Okay.
I was planning on doing the NASCAR race too.
All right. So then I have the 4-match set, I guess, I don't know, of Isle of Man versus Sweden.
Oh dear God.
That's just the link. I'm not going to type it in there. Just click on the link. I'm taking the Isle of Man. They're actually a pretty solid cricket team. They play their matches pretty close. They
I wanna
beat
go
Luxembourg
next.
by quite a bit.
I'm putting down Sweden. Cliff? Champ? What you gonna pick, champ? You gonna take a trip down to New Orleans, or you gonna take a trip down to New Orleans?
What does that
Well,
even mean?
Sweden is coming off of a win right now.
That don't mean shit.
Isle of Man did just
Don't act
lose
like you
to
know what
Portugal.
cricket is.
No, I looked it up.
Exactly. Fuck off.
Well, if you click on that link, it should give you a 5-match
You're
recap.
not better than us.
I never once said I was.
Oh, that's a bad game. Okay.
They both lost their last match, by the way. I don't know what you're looking at.
Sweden beat France, but France beat the Isle of Man. So I think I have to take Sweden here.
I don't think that's how that works, but sure.
It's the best of all 4. That's what we're taking, by the way.
Alright, Austin. Alright, Cliff.
Whoever
What
wins the most
fuck
out
are
of
we
the
doing?
4.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the NASCAR race, the aforementioned NASCAR race.
All right.
What series?
Buy the
NASCAR.
cup.
Let me get the official title, so that way I feel like I'm actually doing it. This
Sorry,
is the
I
NASCAR
mispronounced.
Cup Series. Oh, it's not sponsored. So it's NASCAR Cup Series at Worldwide Technology Raceway, or better known as Gateway.
You made it sound like I was fucking an asshole for asking what series, and then you go NASCAR Cup Series.
And I'm gonna take Chase Elliott.
The fact that you just have fucking NASCAR there. What race?
Austin, who you got?
Who are you talking
The
to?
next race at Worldwide Technology.
Okay, Illinois. Oh, I would absolutely wreck on Roblox on this track. No shot, I don't. Austin, who are you taking?
That's
I
all I'm
told
looking
you
at.
to go next, Eli.
Oh, I don't want to go next. Austin, who are you taking?
To the side.
Well, the person I was gonna go with is at the cutoff line, so
Just because they're cut off doesn't mean they're not racing.
I know they're not, I know that, but I don't have a lot of trust in them now. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's fucking spin the wheel. Let's fucking go with it. I'm taking Bubba Wallace. Let's fucking... If I'm going all in, I'm going all in.
Okay.
He's not right at the cutoff line. He's number
No,
5.
I was going
He
with
was going to take
Logano.
Logano.
I was going Logano.
I'm gonna go Christopher Bell.
I was going Logano or Dylan, but that's cut off. Cliff. Oh no, this is me again, isn't it?
Yep, it's you. Back to you.
Alright. The next game. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. You tell me. Hurry up.
I don't fucking know. There we go. The mouse has extra buttons on the side and I clicked the button, my bad. We're going to Arizona versus the Saints. I'm taking Arizona.
You pick a lot of the odd games, don't you?
Yep.
I am also taking Arizona here. I don't
This
care
ain't
who's going there.
Anyway,
There's no way I'm picking the Saints.
it's
You can rattle off
dumpster
somewhere
fire,
else.
dumpster fire. Which dumpster fire are you jumping in, though?
I
Probably
want
not
to pick. I
My
want to pick the
work's
Saints.
dumpster fire.
I'm gonna be honest, but I want to match and also go Arizona
They could do it. They could very well do it.
because I've already differed with Cliff on 3 other things. I don't care if I just don't want Cliff to win it back. I don't want to tie with Cliff.
Yeah. I got you.
I don't care if you win it. I just don't want Cliff to have it back.
Yeah,
So
fair.
it's Cliff's turn.
Fair. Yeah, it's my turn.
I mean,
I'm trying to see if I
underneath
can find
you,
something so far out of left field, but I
With-
can't.
3 months out of a fucking defense.
You aren't on my level, Cliff.
What are
You aren't
talking
gonna find
about?
you aren't gonna find what I got.
I have the longest reign in Ace in the whole history.
Shut the fuck up. You made this happen.
Sure. Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Oh. Hang on. Said of it.
We'll go ahead and do the bottom one. We're gonna go ahead and do the Hobstyle Hustler.
Why are you playing our podcast, Eli? What the fuck are you doing?
I'm taking Kyle Cummins to win it this year. He's had a really good year. That new car it's got a lot of speed in it. So, and with everything else that's happening in the open wheel sprint car world that I will not say until everyone else makes their picks, I think it's just the light is opened up for him to win it this year.
You said Kyle Cummins.
Yes.
See, I feel like I always pick him and he never wins, but I'm gonna take Logan Seavey.
Yeah, it's about the only other person this year who could do it, so.
Sorry, fellas. I know there's something sticky on the G key. I was wiping it off.
Eli, who do you got to win the Hopstyle Hustler? You're muted.
You're also muted.
I legit just told Cliff to go check the hot and cold, just take them all, special hot take and talking episode to see if it was the sports one. And then I apologize because I fucked up the Spotify. That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm taking a shot in the dark here. I went to the USAC. I'm kind of just throwing at the fucking wall and hoping for the best here. Give me. I probably missed fucking.
Okay,
spelling her
Eli,
name.
listen. I will not allow you to make that pick. She is currently running with the Cars series. She won't be there. I'll tell you right now, man.
At least you stopped
Here,
me.
I'm just going to copy and paste a list of names for you. Pick one of these 10 names. I'm not even trying to be a dick. Like,
No, you're
They're
good.
Top
I
10
have
in points this year.
yeah, that's top
Look.
10 in points.
NASCAR and everything. We might be able to get a decent answer from me. Oh, I'll just pick my guy again.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. CJ Leary. That's a good one.
My boy's back.
There you go. So yeah, Justin Grant, who usually is the Hopstop lock-in to win these kind of things, broke his foot during sprint week. So he's not exactly a lock anymore. So, and Robert Ballou broke his back also during sprint week.
Yeah.
So the two Hopstop locks aren't locks anymore. So Austin, please hit me with this wild shit so that way I feel bad about my last one.
Yeah, so we're doing World Table Tennis WTT Contender Almaty
God.
2025. It takes place in Almaty, Kazakhstan. It's worth the prize money $100,000 US. So they have a men's, women's, and mixed doubles. Well, men's singles, women's singles, and mixed doubles and men's and women's doubles tourneys. But we're just going to do the women's singles bracket. Here is a link to everything you need to know. Like, it'll have the brackets, it'll have seating, everything. With that being said, I'm going to take Sakura Yokoi, the 6th seed, number 33.
I am so fucking confused.
It'll wrap up September 7th. If you want to, some of the matches have already been played for like a qualifier to get in, or like some like round robin.
So which one are we doing? Men's singles?
Women's singles.
Women's singles. Okay.
You can look at the matches too. Like, you can go to the bracket, the draws, and then women's singles if you want to.
I had to go all the way down to 22 to find some. Nope, never mind. Nope. I missed the Romanian flag. I was gonna say, in Brazil's. That I had to go down to 22 to find somebody that wasn't in Asia.
I'm taking the 2 seed, Hashimoto.
Okay, am I having a stroke here? Because I went to women's singles, and the 2 seed I don't see. I see Wang.
Honoko Hashimoto is the 2 seed.
Yeah,
There's got to be a way I can watch this.
I'm still not seeing this.
There gotta be some way you can bet on it.
Oh, I know I can bet it. I've bet on table tennis before.
So you hit players, right? And then go to senior,
Nope.
then women's singles?
No,
Nope.
just whatever link I sent you, click on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'll load. You're going to go who is playing. Just scroll down. You can hit women's singles, and I'll show you like the top 10 seeds, or you can go to draws, and then you can go to the bracket and pick a random name off that.
I got you now.
So in other words, you should just take Shi Hyung Yao.
Yeah, ranked 11th in the world.
11th in the world, coming in as the number 1 seed.
I don't know. I like a good underdog.
Oh dear God.
So we're just gonna. Where the fuck is this at? We're just gonna. Yep.
That is crazy. Looking through the player list of the women's singles, is there any North American here? There is not. That is, I love that. That's crazy.
A lot of Chinese players.
They have a watch live button. Sorry, I was seeing if anything.
I clicked on
live.
it too.
But yeah, World Table
One,
Tennis in
last
Kazakhstan.
This is a first. This is a first.
What do you
Mine
got,
is
Clark?
also a first, actually. Not as big of a first, but still a first.
No, ain't you special?
Eli, who you taking? Keen Young-an. Got it.
I didn't even
All right.
fucking look at what you did. What?
My last pick, 10 a.m. Saturday. West Florida takes on Kentucky Wesleyan.
What?
In what? Football?
Football.
Wow,
at
you found
Steel
even
Stadium.
more out of the fucking picture than I did.
Steel Stadium is in Owensboro, Kentucky.
You totally did not spell that right.
I did not spell Wesleyan correct. Yep.
Whew.
As I am actually going to take West Florida here. I don't think the hometown team can get it done.
This is
I didn't
crazy.
even know there was a university.
We have several universities, Wesleyan being the biggest.
How big is it?
I'll give you all the information on that here in a second as you guys are making your picks.
I don't know. I'm taking Kentucky.
Kentucky Wesleyan. There's about 800 students.
Sounds like a high school.
Yeah. I think they're a D3 school. Oh, they're D2. They're actually a D2. They play at Steel Stadium on Independence Bank Field in the Great Midwest Athletic Conference.
You know what's funny? Both universities' fucking stadiums are Steel Stadium.
Yeah.
I just
I
realized
that.
I spelled the exact same because I just looked up Steel Stadium, and the Kentucky Wesleyan one popped up before the Owensboro one. Wait, are they both in Owensboro?
Kentucky Wesleyan is. Florida West is in Florida.
I thought you said Florida West. My bad. I thought I was looking at Kentucky Wesleyan thinking there was another school in Owensboro that
No.
they were playing. Okay, so I need to look at Florida West.
It's West Florida.
Jesus Christ.
Or you could just make your pick.
I'll just pick whatever you got. Fucking, yeah, West Florida. Let's go. Woo!
Well, Eli picked Kentucky Wesleyan as they go up against number 6 West Florida. Number 6 in D2.
Eli, he might get the title back.
He had to outdo me picking
I
random
did.
shit to fucking
I did.
possibly win it back, by the way.
It's not random. I work in that city.
Shut the fuck up.
I literally have the coaches in my store all the time.
So?
I mean, I could have got even weirder and done an Apollo high school game.
I will beat the shit out of you. We could have got even weirder. We could have done an Optimus soccer game.
I was expecting you to, honestly.
I thought about it. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm not gonna Pete Rose the situation here.
All right, guys. Today we're playing by golf score, so we need to not score at all.
Yeah. To win, we can't win. Got it?
To win, we tie.
To win, I need you all to punch the other players. Payback for last game.
Well,
Put them on the bench this time.
anybody have any kind of closing words?
Not really.
We'll
We're
all
the
be-
champion.
We're the ace in the hole champion.
We're the ace in the hole champion. I'm the ace in the hole champions.
I can't wait for you guys to tie, and then I get to come up with sports trivia.
I will fucking kill you.
I can't wait for that.
You know, I say a lot of things that can get clipped, and I probably can get taken to court. And I have no
That's
way.
not a good start.
Yeah, that's a terrible start, considering we talked about digital footprint earlier off call.
I know my First Amendment rights.
Well, who's going to send it home? We got 3 champions here. Cliff, send it home. That was a sports episode.
All right. That's why I asked if anybody else had anything they wanted to say.
Yeah, not really anyone else had anything to say.
Well, if you never have anything to say, don't worry. We've got a lot to say here at the Ace in the Hole, so we've got you covered. And we'll catch you on down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.